If you're in a place where you've never really believed in God, you're in a place where you really never knew who God was. I was in that same place, man. I never could connect with God. I never seen why people praise him the way they do, and I never understood why Christianity was really a thing until I started focusing on myself. That's the way God works. It's really crazy. So picture God standing at the end of your street at the stop sign, and you're all the way at the other end. God will talk to you, but he'll talk to you in the same voice that I'm speaking in right now, all the way at the end of the street. The more that you walk down that street and focus on becoming the best version of yourself, is the closer that you're getting to that other stop sign that God's standing at. The closer that you get, the louder that you can hear his voice. That's how it was with me, man. I was never the man of God. I was never the type to worship God, or I was never the type to understand on how God works in my life until I started working on myself. Now, everything I do it for God, and I take God's message with everything. Nothing is a coincidence to me. So, at the beginning of the year, I don't want to sound cliche to y'all, but this is what's going to separate me from being cliche from all the others. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, everybody tries to start new and have a New Year's resolution. And that's exactly what I did. Except a lot of people fall short and they'll quit first couple weeks, a month in, whatever it is. They're not going to stay consistent with it. But that's what separated me and why I'm so proud to say that I started a New Year's resolution, because I'm actually sticking with it and it's actually going to be the change of my life. But I'll give y'all an example. All 2024, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I never really understood why I should be bettering myself. I just know I wanted to better myself. So therefore, I would take action, a couple of days, couple of other days, I would just do whatever, F off. It wasn't until I actually put both feet in. It's like now that I've actually focused on myself, I've never heard God more. I could hear God talking to me through things and people and things around me so much clearer and louder than what I ever could before. And I'm not going to say I was a man to never believe in God, but I never had a connection with him. When I actually put both feet in and actually put my full energy into becoming a better person in every aspect, whether that's cutting out bad habits, gaining new habits, I actually heard God. And it's just like I said, the more I was bettering myself, I was walking down that road, getting closer to God's voice. God won't abandon you, but your distractions will throw your focus off from God. That's how you lose God. You have distractions that are louder than God's voice. So the more that you cut out all the distractions around you, things that you know are not meant for your worthwhile goals, is when you'll start hearing God's voice a lot more clear. I've always been an ambitious teen. I've always been a teenager that never wanted to work for anybody else, be an entrepreneur. I'm sure a lot of y'all have that same mindset. Same exact mindset. You want to be financially free by the time you're 25, at least. That's the same way I thought. But I never had the faith to actually achieve that until now. God gives me so much faith by putting my trust in him. It's actually so crazy. You know how many times last year I would have quit doing what I'm doing, all because I never seen no real results, or it didn't really take me nowhere. The reason why I'm still actually going and trying to achieve the things that I set goals for myself at the beginning of the year is because I put my trust in God. I put my faith in God. I know only God can control these things. God is the only one that can make a miracle happen. And I don't want to say achieving something that you love to do is a miracle, but at the same time it is. You putting your trust in God, you will always remember that whatever you're working on, He will pay you off. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. Being financial free is not easy. It's not until you put your full faith in God, you have nothing to worry about anymore. If you're worrying about anything in life, your trust is not in God. When you worry, that's basically a spit in God's face. God told us to never worry a day in our life. Don't worry about what you're going to eat tomorrow. Don't worry about how you're going to get to work or how you're going to get to the doctor. Whatever it is that you're worrying about, that's a spit in God's face. You shouldn't be worrying about things because God already has it planned out the way that it's supposed to work out for you. If you realize that and take that into full accountability into your own mind, what would you have to worry about? It's all in God's hands. He does things way greater than us humans could ever possibly do. So if you are ambitious and you have a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but you have no idea how, you're on the right path. But if you want the secret on how to keep going, put your trust in God and put it all in His hands. Do things for Him. Whatever that you want to accomplish, put God before that. Because if you start putting other things over God, He'll take it from you. Simple facts. God will take whatever you're putting above Him from you to humble you. He'll do that to show you that He's the reason why you have that anyway. God didn't bless your mama with that idea. He didn't bless your daddy with that idea. He didn't bless your family members with this great idea. He blessed you with it for a reason. So if you're on the path to accomplishing success, just give it all to God and cut out all your distractions, man. And you'll be able to hear God and His voice a whole lot clearer in whatever you're doing. If you have a thought on something that you think you should do, that's probably God talking to you. If you have a friend that walks up and says something to you, or you connect with somebody you haven't talked to in years or whatever, that's probably God. He uses people, scenarios, and just things around you to speak to you. It's not like God could physically reach His hand out and grab you. It's not like that. He can't physically touch you. So He uses things around you to speak to you. Like I said, nothing is a coincidence, man. So on this road, on your journey of success, you need God. Always put God first. And God will repay you to be able to be more like Him and bless hundreds of others of people. It's a great journey that I'm on. I still have a lot more to learn and a lot more to accomplish. So do you. That's why I'm even getting on this camera to speak to y'all right now. But that's basically the gist and sums up of what I had to say. So I'm out.